Hello guys, welcome back to Majin in the Forsaken Kingdom. We're going to focus on entering the next area now, and this is actually going to be our third mask. And there's going to be one more mask after this, and then we'll be able to enter the Queen's Palace. Now you'll notice that I'm actually going to be going after the memory shard, of course, first in this video. And there's the mask that we have to get to. Now, I wanted to point out something. I guess this is as good as time as any. My capture card actually didn't record completely. My audio for my mic was actually turned off when I was playing the game. So this capture is going to seem a little different, or this recording is going to seem a little different because I'm actually commentating over the video after the video has already been rendered and everything, so it's going to seem a little inconsistent, I guess you can say. And you know, I just recently got my capture device and hardware for being able to do all these commentary videos and whatnot. So the video files from 33 onwards is going to be all live commentary, with the exception of this one, of course. But the other first 30 videos that I have on my hard drive are actually not going to be live commentary, unfortunately. I'm probably just going to try to, do what I'm doing right now and talk while I'm watching the video. And hopefully it works out, but that's the best I can do for this game as of now. But every other commentary that I do afterwards is going to include live commentary. So anyways, this area, you saw me just get the memory shard. So in this area, there's a lot of enemies in the middle, and what you want to do is you just want to try to grab the memory shard as fast as you can. Don't worry about the enemies right away, and walk around and try to pick up all the chests, because mostly all the chests are around the very beginning area. And you want to try to protect Teatl as much as you can, because these guys will slaughter him to death, especially those archers up above. So. I'll turn the volume down a little bit. Yeah, I love using lightning all the time because it's the most badass skill in this game. Actually, there's another ability that we're going to be getting soon that's really cool. Definitely have to show you that one when we get to it. There's another finisher. Now, I got extreme air on that. I really love that one right there. Now, the thing that I actually screwed up on this video is the second archer, I actually didn't kill him the correct way, and you'll see that towards the end of the video. But for the first archer, you just go up this ladder right here, and you can just walk right across to him, take him out. There's actually a little trap there you have to disarm. Of course, I didn't do that correctly, so I had to walk back up there and try it again. That stuns him, and then you can just take him out and then have Teatl finish him off. And then you can get the chest over here. And that's pretty much, I think, it for all the chests. I mean, there's a red fruit that's over there, but you'll be getting that later. And then of course the mask. This place is actually pretty straightforward when it comes to finding the treasure chests and items and stuff. It's just the really problematic part of this section of the game is those archers. So those are really what you have to take care of as soon as you can, because they can become a real nuisance. Now this is when we have to use this contraption, what do you call it, the catapult or whatever, our friendly catapult that we saw back in the beginning of the game. We have to use it again, and we have to find the rocks around this area, and I actually had some trouble locating the rocks in this area. It took me a little bit to actually locate them. But you actually have to launch Tepea into a certain area, and then you can throw the rocks down from that ledge. This is me just, you know, kind of looking around, trying to find them. But it took a little while to figure it out. And let me know how these commentaries are, by the way, because this is completely different than live commentating, so, or I mean live recording. So I'm trying my best, you know, to keep you entertained and talk throughout the video, but it's the first time I've done it, so. And most of my commentaries are going to be live recordings. It's just the problem is I saved, you know, and I can't go back. And I didn't want to upload, you know, part of the playthrough with no commentary, so I wanted to include the commentary. Is that other archer that's up there? And I really do love this game, you know, it actually gets very interesting, you know, towards the end, and you get some pretty nifty powers and stuff. It might not be, you know, God of War quality or anything like that, but it's pretty interesting. And like later on you get some pretty awesome powers, and or I mean the next power you get is really awesome. So finally I think I kind of figured this out. You have to move it over, and you can see that there's a wall there that you have to actually break with the rocks. One of those fake walls. And right over there, yeah, right over there you can actually see the rocks from here, so that's what you have to do, is you have to launch yourself over there. And then you just have to throw them. So you can use them. And that was a terrible throw. And this next one is even worse. Throw it right on the roof. Doesn't matter though, they respawn anyways if you lose them. And now the next part is pretty self-explanatory. You just move the thing over, and then you blow up that. Now what I did there was actually a mistake, of course. I do make a few mistakes in this game, because it's not meant to be, you know, these playthroughs are not meant to be, you know, absolutely perfect, you know, quality or anything, but I am trying to give the, you know, 100% completion walkthroughs as much as I possibly can, so, you know, viewers that watch the videos can attain all the items and everything. And I do cut out some of the parts that are unnecessary.
Success.
Of course, you got the victory dance thing going on. I thought that was pretty hilarious how he just fell on his back like that. And now the next part is very self-explanatory. You just launch yourself over the wall, and then you have access to that fire fruit that's on the other end over there. And you can see that that dog is down there. I actually didn't kill him in this video. I'm sure you probably could somehow. I tried throwing a couple of bombs on him, but I didn't really kill him because Teotl can't get down there. I'm not really sure how he can get down there at all. And you know, since Teotl can't get down there and you have to fight him head on with the Peo, it's just basically suicide. You know, those enemies are like some of the strongest enemies in the game, especially going face to face with just your Tepeo. So I just, you know, grabbed the fruit, ran over there, and gave it to Majin. not even sure what kind of creature he is. He's like a golem or something like that.
I go now. Oh.
He is clumsy as hell, though, isn't he? Always tripping over himself. And this is actually the last fire fruit. So with this, you should have all 3 fire fruits at this point in the game.
I blow more,
Which should give you that trophy.
Stronger fire.
And if you look here, we got all the wind, all the lightning, all the fire, and the only one we're missing is the last power, which we'll be getting in the very next area. And we got the 3 upgrades for that as well. And then we have the last strength one. We have all the staminas. So it's pretty close to being finished there with all the fruit. Getting closer to the end game. Or, you know, after this next boss or whatever is going to be the Black Castle. Now, I kind of contemplated if I wanted to fight this guy or not, but I chose against it. I didn't really... I felt the need, nah, I didn't want to go for it. Now those puddles, you know, that you see around there, those puddles that, you know, we always get stuck in all the time, the next Majin fruit power is actually going to enable the Majin to get rid of those so you can actually walk on them. So this was kind of really a mistake. We only need 1 rock. I didn't really actually have to come over here and get another rock. And what you actually have to do is, it took me a little while to figure this out, but what you have to do is you have to align this over to one of those corners where you can, see, at first I thought you had to actually use the rock to blast that crystal, but it turns out you can't blow up that crystal, so I was wrong about that. And then I figured out you had to actually move the thing over. It took me a few tries to get it right, but it's generally pretty easy. You just have to launch yourself on those bridges over there. And the one archer up there, like I said in the very beginning of the video, this last archer is a real pain in the ass if you don't do it correctly. I tried actually facing him head on. I tried launching myself over there and trying to get the mask while the archer was firing at me, and that's just not the way to do it. You just get blown off all the time. And the way you want to do it is you want to actually, you'll see coming up after I get, you know, blown to smithereens a few times, but you'll see that I have to actually move the catapult to the left. And there's an area that you can launch yourself over there and get right behind the archer and actually gank him from there. That's what I eventually figured out. I kept trying to, you know... This took actually a lot of time too, because I kept trying to get to that mask. It's possible, you just gotta be really fast. But there's a better way of doing it. So I figured one more time I can probably make it, you know, just run over there, but he still shot me, so. Well, Well, that's the part about this game, though. You know, it's all trial and error, and you learn from your mistakes and stuff. That's all these games are. You're not supposed to be perfect. You just keep playing, and you learn from your. I like games like that where you have all these puzzles, you know, and you have to learn the right strategies and the right way to accomplish them. You know, they're kind of like Zelda and stuff like that. This is pretty much the only thing that we have left to do in this area. It's actually a very short area. I just kept screwing up quite a few times there. And oh yeah, one other thing that I wanted to mention is I was under the impression that after I got 30 memory shards that you actually got another one of the king's costume. I was actually incorrect on that. And apparently, I guess you need all 35 memory shards before you get the one of the king's costumes pieces. Because if I remember right in the game, I only have one, and I got it when I got 10 memory shards, and I believe there's 3. So I'm just curious on that. You know, I haven't beat the game yet, but I'm curious on how I get the 3rd costume piece. Because when you get 35 memory shards, that'll only give you the 2nd piece. Where do you get the 3rd? And then, by the way, this is how you kill him. All those times he stabbed me with those damn arrows. And I'm trying to do as many of these ganking, you know, death kills as much as I can, so I can actually get the trophy for killing 50 of them like that. And now I'm going for the mask, and that would be it. And once you get rid of all the enemies and everything in this area, it's just cakewalk, you know, just to finish it. And the dog is out of harm's way unless you go actually go face him head to head, or face him head on. But it isn't necessary, and that's all there is to that. And then we got 2 more masks left to do, and then it's to the Crystal Palace. I believe it's 2 more masks. I don't know. It might just be 1 more mask. I think it's 1 more mask. Because I think it's only 1 more mask because there's only 1 more area left. Yeah, I ended up getting cold feet on that dog enemy. And the one thing I don't like is you can't gank them enemies from behind. They actually see you because they're like dogs, you know, I guess. They have more heightened senses and they can turn around and see you. So you can't backstab them or anything. This is where I was checking out my outfits. I was looking at the new, you know, attendance item that I was getting, and you know, it helps you defeat like stronger, or it helps Tapeo fight, you know, some of the bigger enemies. But I felt it not to be that helpful in the long run. I just felt that I needed to level up, and that was more important to me. So that's why I kept the 2 bandit costumes on there. Bandit costume pieces. And basically, yep, that's where we got to go, is right over there up to that, you know, through Tenaya Mine City, or the Tenaya Mine City, and back to the new area.
Wait here.
And this is where I actually got a couple of death kills, surprisingly, because these enemies respawned. And there's actually a secret to this. If you can, I figured it out really late in the game, but you can actually run up to them, not have to crouch, and just do just like what I did right there. You can actually run up to them and hold down the L2 button. And if you do that, you can actually run up and gank them. I tried it again on this guy, but I failed. But you can actually do that, though, so. don't necessarily have to crouch down and, you know, quietly sneak up behind them and kill them. In fact, there's actually a trial mode as part of the DLC where you have to go around and you have to kill a bunch of enemies, you know, without getting spotted for, you know, for a time limit. There's like a time limit and everything, and you have to do that really fast to get a really good class, really good ranking. So that you have to know how to do in order to complete that. And here we are back at Mayan City, and I'm gonna get myself healed up. And I decided to start all of these videos at night, so like in case, you know, the memory shard is close by where I can grab it real easy, where I don't have to wait, I can just start the recording and then just go in there and grab the memory shard right away and move on, you know. It's a lot easier that way. And that's where we have to go, right over to that save point, and that's where my video is going to actually end. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this different version of the commentary. I talked about a few other things, you know, and I guess I'll see you in the next video, where we're going to acquire the very last mask and finally enter the Queen's Palace. So I'll see you guys next time.